Have you heard of Walker County, Alabama? I hadn't. Let's see here. Dr. Wilmingham is the superintendent there, and he's a Republican. And he literally says, I don't have a problem with the federal Department of Education being dissolved. We have a problem with funding being taken from our children. So, in today's episode of The High Road is Closed, what the fuck are you talking about? Who gave you your PhD? This is fucking insanity. You live in a very poor, mostly white district outside of Birmingham that does not have fancy vacation homes to pay high property taxes, that literally the biggest employer in your district is a chicken processing plant and the school district. Your town is one of the epicenters of the opioid crisis. Your budget relies on 15% of federal dollars when districts like in California or New York only rely on federal money for 7 to 8% of their money. So you literally voted out money going to your district. Federal money pays for all sorts of things in this county, most of which directly help children. Having arts programs, helping the robotics team compete in the state championship, having a stipend to help veteran teachers train newer teachers. Just a million little things that really school districts like Walker County can't raise funds on their own. They don't have a robust ed foundation because they don't have wealthy families. 70% of them live below the poverty line. So the idea that this guy and these parents voted against their own self-interest, I feel sorry for your kids, but I can't feel sorry for you. All right, you wanted this, you got it. The high road is fucking closed, right? Sit down and let the leopards gnaw on your faces, because the rest of us all knew what was going to happen if we, disbanded the Department of Education. If we took away money from we knew it was going to affect the most vulnerable people, right? We knew it was going to affect poor people. We knew it was going to affect disadvantaged people. How the fuck do you have a PhD and not know that? I can't even understand that you just to fuck over your own students to vote for Donald Trump. I will never ever be able to wrap my head around that. One, because the evidence is clear. Students show the greatest return on investment from increases in spending because they get more. They get more opportunities. They have smaller classes. The only place where that possibly isn't true is incredibly rural districts like in Alaska. But everywhere else, the quality of your education 100% on the zip code that you live in and how wealthy that zip code is. Back under Johnson, with the war on poverty and the civil rights movement, money was a thing that they could directly see lifted students out of poverty. And at that time, that was a national priority. And under Biden and under Obama and under Clinton, that was a national priority too. Now, we don't give a shit about that. The communities that mostly rely on federal dollars are in Republican-led states, and they again and again vote against their self-interest. Well, you're having the day that you voted for. And again, I feel for the kids who are trapped there. I feel for the people who didn't vote for this. Find a fucking way out of your state. Or can you please push back and, try to wrestle control from them? I can help you. But for the rest of you, fuck you. The high road is closed. I have lost. There are people better than me who are like playing their violins, but you're having the day you voted for. So the leopards are here for your faces. So once again, we all knew. We didn't vote for this nonsense. We all knew this was going to happen. How do you have a PhD in education and somehow didn't realize that dismantling the Department of Education was going to impact you? You really have no business being around children at all.